Mary J. Blige, of course it is. So it's Friday morning and we are here at Paul Weller Studios, at the Black Barn Studios, and the man himself is with us already. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you, yeah.
Such a treat. Have you ever done anything like this before?
No. Not since we've done your show last time, but...
All right, okay, so you were rehearsing yesterday. You've already been rehearsing this morning.
Yeah.
How many songs are you going to play for us later?
We're doing 5 songs.
5 songs, that's cool. Okay, what a special place. It's everything you want it to be. So often when people describe things to you, we all build up mental images in our mind of different things, and it's usually not the case. This is exactly like you want Paul Weller Studio to be.
Yeah.
How come you moved here 20 years ago? What happened?
We'd used this studio before, back in the early 90s.
Right.
And then it come up for sale, and then that was it, really, yeah.
Whose was it?
It was a fella called Robin Black, who was an engineer.
Right.
Yeah. Is
that why it's the Black Barn Studio? Is it simple as that? Is it after him?
I don't know.
It probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought it was because it was the colour black, and it is actually the colour black.
I didn't thought about it until you just said. There you go.
See, I think about things like that. I apologise. It's. Could you take us through it? So, how many keyboards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different keyboards. So this is what kind of grand piano is this?
A Yamaha grand piano.
Okay, what's in the corner over there?
And that's an old, like a pub piano, all out of tune.
Right. Okay. Opened up on purpose.
Yep.
Okay, and then we got the jukebox.
We've got a 1957 jukebox.
So cool. Where'd you get that from?
That's from my mum.
Really?
Yeah.
From your mum?
From my mum, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. And
then we've got an old harmonium, probably from an old church, I would imagine.
And do you have to bellow that to keep it going? Okay. Yeah. Have you used this on stuff?
Yeah.
What's that been on? What's that starred on?
It's on the new album. It's on a few tracks. Right. And in fact, it's been played by Noel Gallagher.
Is it really? Because he's on the new record. We'll talk about that later. What's this one over here? This is quite vintage as well. It's all quite vintage, isn't it?
We're all vintage, yeah. I'm vintage.
You are vintage.
That's an old Rose electric piano.
Cool.
Got beautiful Hammond organ over there.
Oh, man. Now, there are rugs everywhere. And I thought, okay, everybody who has a studio, I know Jeff Lynne has these rugs in his house. You see them in Abbey Road.
Same ones.
What's that?
Same ones.
Similar, not the same, of course. And I was going to ask you about the rug factor in recording studios, but you don't know anything about that.
I don't know too much about it. We could ask Charles in a minute.
Right.
He'll shed more light on that. But I think it's more for the sound,
No, it is for the sound, isn't it? But it's so funny because you've got, like, I'd say this is a classic 70s shag pile here.
Yeah, a bit of a mishmash.
This is a bit of a mishmash. So how has... This is a big chat. We should be doing this later, but I'm so excited to be here. I've got so many questions for you. How has it changed making your music, having your own place?
Because we don't have to watch the clock.
Right.
So we start, fairly reasonably early, not this early, obviously, and then we work through to whatever time we need to work till.
Right.
And we don't have to watch the clock and worry about, making a noise and all those things.
We were watching you from the control room through here just when you were just playing earlier on, and it was like watching a video. It was so... How does it make you feel? It feels quite magical in here. Am I overemphasizing?
Yeah. No, it is magical, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, everyone who comes down here loves this place.
All right, we're way out of time for everything. Can I talk to you later?
Yeah,
cheers.
Absolutely.
Paul, thanks for having us. All right, here we go. As cab off the rank this morning, bowling into the Black Barn studio now is a Cockney gem. Renowned for his hard man roles in the Paul Weller soundtrack film Jawbone, The Departed and Quadrophenia, to name just 3. Now he's joining a stellar cast, a load of his old pals, some of his heroes for his new heist movie, King of Thieves. It's Ray Winstone, everyone! Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Raymundo.
Morning, Chris.
This is nice. They're here.
It's all right. I haven't woken up yet. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning.
It's quite special.
It's quite special, but in posh Surrey as well.
You've known Paul Weller for how many years?
About 30 years, I think it is, Paul, isn't it? Yeah, we met through Bobby Carlyle. I was doing a film called Face.
Right.
And me and Bobby became quite tight, good mates, you know. And he introduced me to Paul. And I've been lucky enough to work with Paul since, haven't I, Paul? Even given him an award.
Did you? Which one?
Yeah, the Brits.
A Brit Award?
Yeah.
Now, you've been into his office many times then? I would imagine. Because
No, I haven't. The first time I've been down here.
Okay, have you
Last time I was going to come, I didn't have a visa, so I couldn't get in the Surrey.
will you get out? That's the question. So, well, we're in the studio itself here, where the magic happens, and it will happen in a moment or two, as Paul plays the first of 5 live tracks for us this morning. But his office is around the corner, and the Brit Award that you gave to him is in fact on top of the filing cabinet there, along with many other.
We actually done a video together, didn't we? At Fergie's house, wasn't it? Mum and Dad's
that's
house.
right, yeah.
The Sweet Pea, I think it was,
In
wasn't
the
it?
late 90s.
Yeah, in the late 90s, yeah.
So you two, proper pals or showbiz?
Yeah, I love him to death. He's a good man.
Yeah, he brushes up well, doesn't he? 60 years. I look at him, he looks brand new.
He's a year younger than me, I think, but I thought he was a little
You're
bit older.
never 61. Oh, you're no way.
61, yeah. How old are you, Paul?
60.
Big
60, yeah.
Big-
I honestly thought he was a lot older than that, but...
All right, so Ray, king of in Paul Weller's gaff. Good morning, Paul, officially.
Morning.
Thanks for having us here today.
Very welcome.
Okay, it's a very peaceful place. This album is a very peaceful album. Would you agree with that?
It is.
Yeah?
It is. It is of a mood.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you said that turning 60 did have an effect on you, and was it more sort of profound than you thought it would be?
No, I just felt more tired and old.
There's an old theme here between you two talking. Ray's 61, Paul's 60, 70-year-olds are listening to this show thinking, what the heck are they banging on
No,
about?
but they haven't all got up at 4:30 in the morning, have they? You see, that's the
Well, they
difference,
might have
isn't
done.
it?
We don't know, do we?
That's possible.
All right.
We used to be going to bed at this time, didn't we, Paul?
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to play for us first, Mr. Weller?
We're going to play the new single, which is called Moving On.
Off you go.
Beautiful. I got the key to my heart. I don't need nothing else. I watch the evening sky. Oh, and it's painting itself. There's such colors and shades to help my mind reappraise. Simple beauty unfolds. It struck me deep in my bones. I'm moving on. The moment finally has come, like a pebble that's thrown so deep in unknown, so deep in me too. This feeling will know that I'm moving on. I got love all around. I don't need nothing else. I watch the evening sky. Oh, and it's painting itself. This feeling strong. You have to go and count the cost, through the heartaches and pain, through the darkness again, till you find yourself back in the light once again, to show. Oh, you're moving on. light, seeing one drop like a pebble that's small ways from me grow into the big picture to show that I'm moving on. I got love all around. I don't need nothing else.
Beautiful. Moving on from Paul's new album, True Meanings, which is out today. Paul, I can now announce this big thing, this, isn't it? Paul will play a very special show of this year's Radio 2's In Concert series at the BBC Radio Theatre on Thursday, the 1st of November. This is the first announcement of a Radio 2 In Concert for 2018. They were so successful this time last year. So Paul is doing the first one of those, Radio 2 In Concert. Very exciting. Thursday, the 1st of November. You can be there. Listen to Joe and Simon next week to find out the full lineup and how you can be there. Right, Ray Winston is with us. What are you saying, Winston?
You ask about how the media, the people that she's playing, think about the show.
Okay, why don't you put that question?
No, but why don't you? Because I'm here to listen, right? I'm only come because of Paul Weller.
Really? Thanks very much. I don't believe you, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay, thank heaven for that. Paul Weller is here. He's going to play Wildwood for us now. We're in Paul Weller Studios. We're live from Surrey.
Happy.
Mid-afternoon, people fly by in the traffic's boom, knowing just where you're blowing, getting to where you should be going. Don't let them get you down, making you feel guilty about. Golden rain will bring you riches, all the good things you deserve now. Climbing, forever trying, find your way out of the wild, wild wood. Now there's no justice. You've only yourself that you can trust in. I said high tide, mid-afternoon, people fly by and the traffic's boom, knowing just where you're blowing, getting to where you should be going. Day, your world fades away, waiting to feel all the dreams that say golden rain will bring you riches, all the good things you deserve now. That's it, I'm climbing, forever trying. You're gonna find your way out of the wild, wild wood. Said you're gonna find your way out of the wild, wild wood. Out of the wild, wild wood. Out of the wild, wild wood.
Beautiful Paul Weller, live from his own studio, which is where we are today. That's Wildwood, and we'll meet Donald Gleeson next. Sitting beneath a Chelsea flag. I didn't realise, are you a Chelsea supporter, Paul?
Well, only for old time's sake, because it was the first team my dad took me to see when I was a wee lad.
Right, so you're not staunch. There's not going to be any...
Well, no, I mean...
I feel sorry for him, really. I pity him for that. You know?
But, what I was going to say, he's put me off my stride.
He's
now.
not biting. He's not biting, right?
He's not biting.
He's a cool customer. He's a cool character.
He's cool. He's a godfather.
He's the Modfather.
Yeah.
He's the Godfather. He's the Modfather. What are you going to play for us next, Mr. Weller?
We are going to play My Ever-Changing Moods.
Thank you very much indeed.
Turns to sugar, some call it passive tune. But the day things turn sweet, for me it won't be too soon. Oh, the punch before the silence wins after the blast. Punch before the silence wins after the blast. I wish we moved together this time. But we're caught up in the wilderness of this ever-changing mood. Yeah, yeah. I've turned to children who never had the time to commit the sins that they fought through. Another's evil mind. Love after the hate, love ain't you too late. Yes, love after the hate, love ain't you too late. I wish we'd wake up one day, let everyone moved against those who promote the confusion of this ever-changing mood. It's up to us to say this is the only way for every girl and boy to fill our hearts with joy.
Stunning work from Paul Weller and his band. Paul, who's in the band this morning? Introduce us to the guys around you.
Legend over here, Steve Craddock.
Come on, let's hear it for Steve. On guitar.
On bass, we got Andy Crofts. Tom Van Heel is over on keyboards.
Very nice, Tom.
On drums, we've got Steve Pilgrim and guitar. And Ben Godelia is over there on percussion and drums as well.
Lovely. Mr. Keyboards Man, can you name all the different keyboards in the studio going from left to right? Paul did it earlier.
Right. Hammond.
Brian. Philip.
Rhodes piano. George. What's this one?
Harmonium.
Jukebox. Wurlitzer. Memetron. Grand piano. And obviously pub piano.
Let's hear it for the keyboards. Steve Craddock. Steve, we've known each other for ages now. How long have you been playing with Paul for?
25 years.
25 years, okay. You've worked in many, many studios. Tell us about the magic of this one.
The magic of this studio is in the floorboards, it's in the fabric, it's in the lighting, and whatever tune happens to be played on that evening.
How many long and creative nights have you spent here?
Can't remember.
Are we talking more than 100, close to 1,000?
Thousands. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Millions.
Okay. And what's it like? Don't listen to this, Mr. Weller, because it'll take your headphones off. What's it like working with him?
Working with him.
What's he like?
He's brutal. Yeah. No, he's wonderful. I've had 25 super smashing lovely years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Is he the boss? Is he the gaffer?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done for all still being together after all this time. So we got the 26th album from Paul via various guys here. So we're talking about Style Council, The Jam, Paul Weller himself, Paul Weller Paul Weller Project. What was it called, that band you had for a while? Paul Weller...
the Paul Weller Movement.
Paul Weller Movement, that was it as well. So 26 albums there, 14th studio album here. 1 minute past 9, we're coming back with all that. We have Morris Stewart with the news. First of all, Rachel Horn with The Trouble. This morning, Paul Weller's 26th album, The True Meanings, is out today. Paul will also play a very special show at this year's Radio 2 in concert at the BBC Radio Theatre on Thursday, the 1st of November. Listen to Joe and Simon next week to find out how to be there. Wow, what's your reaction to Paul? Oh my goodness, Chris, this has got to be the best guest spot ever. Paul Weller, fantastic. I could listen to Ray Winston all day, says Teresa, dancing in my PJs. Leave it out, Winston. Around the kitchen to the absolute legend that is Paul Weller. Best Friday morning ever. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting it on. Tracy in Norfolk, it's our pleasure. My whole day has been rearranged around this. Wow, I can't wait to see Weller live against us. John in Preston. Donal?
Hi Chris, Paul Weller sounds awesome today. We were lucky enough to get front row tickets to see him in Lake Garda 3 years ago in an old amphitheatre overlooking the lake. It was truly magical. Massive respect, Lucy and Mick in Norfolk.
Charlotte.
Lizzie in Rugby, she says Paul Weller is fantastic. Saw him in Birmingham a couple of weeks ago. Such a gent and fabulous musicians with him. Off the scale.
Ray.
Hi, Chris. Listening to Weller since 78. The soundtrack to my life. Loving the tunes today, kid. Russell Marsden, Leeds. All right, son.
All right. True Meanings out today. Rave reviews already in all the papers. We got those overnight. Everybody's loving this this new album, True Meanings. And Paul, is it true that the whole album was built around a single track called Gravity that you said you had to find a home for? Tell us about that.
Well, that song's been knocking about for like sort of 5 or 6 years, and I couldn't really find the suitable record for it. Album. We've done the 2 or 3 albums in that time.
Right.
But I always loved the song, and so I kind of kept it to one side, and then sort of built up some other songs of similar nature around it.
All right. So that's the cornerstone of the album in a way.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, can we hear it?
Yeah. You could certainly hear it.
Okay, here we go. Gravity from Paul Weller.
Salutations fill the air for gravity. It follows me wherever I go. Find the child inside of me. This rusty key will set and free your gravity. it follows me wherever I go, singing high, singing low, send an arrow to your heart. It's your lips with 1,000 kisses. Pinch your pocket, learn to time. I don't care if you'll stay my gravity. Stay close to me wherever I go. In my heart you'll always be greatest love that I could feel, oh gravity. Stay close to me wherever I go.
Wow. When you hear it, you get it, don't you? You get it why that song had to have its own album. That you can't stick that in amongst tunes where it don't belong, can you really? No. Okay, where did it come from? What moment were you when you wrote that? Golden Lines of Golden Square? Was that Golden Square in Soho?
I guess so, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. It just all came out at one time, really. I wrote it all in the same evening.
Can you have a favourite song on your own album or not?
I like pretty much all of them, really.
Yeah, I know you've said it before. Songs are like children. I like all my children equally.
They're all different, but they're all the same.
And it's been noted often that you don't have hobbies. You just do music is your hobby and it's your job. And sometimes you think that's a bit bonkers.
Well, it's not my hobby. It's my life.
That's what I mean. But you don't. You've said in the past you don't have any other interests.
I haven't got any time for any other interests, really. You know, between sort of family and working and that's kind of it.
Have you ever just sort of contemplated maybe doing something like fishing or?
No,
nothing ever. Do you read a lot?
I've got a lot of magazines with pictures in. And I prefer that really to reading.
to books themselves. Yeah. Movies?
I love films, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that man over there.
Of course you do, Ray Winston. Now you've been for a comfort break, haven't you, Charlotte Riley?
Yes.
And you came back with stories of pictures in the cubicle.
There is a music magazine.
That's been photoshopped, you know that, don't you?
Has it though?
I think so.
Well, first, describe the image first of all.
The image is a very
it's not me.
nubile, Paul. When a little sort of leafy thong.
So there's body paint and a leafy thong is what we're talking about.
And he's holding a little sort of stick, and it says, Weller in the jungle.
It's not a stick.
Okay, and you came back rather struck by this, didn't you, Charlotte Riley?
I just thought it was brilliant.
Okay, I think we're all off to the
I have to go to the bathroom.
We'll have a little group trip there now. All right, pausing for thought. I know he's very, very happy to be here. Dr. Jim Harris. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Chris.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jim. How long have you been a fan of Paul Weller?
Well, since the Jam, really.
Have you?
Yeah, since I was a little boy.
If you go into his office, which I'm sure he'll allow you to do, and even if he doesn't, he's going to play another song in a moment, so you can sneak off then. All the Jam gold discs are on the wall. All of them.
I'm going to go.
I know. All right, we've got some travel now. Back at base, 9:24. Thank you very much, Rachel. Well, it's been a lovely show this morning. It's lived up to our expectations and some, I've got to say. It's been fantastic to be here. We hope you've enjoyed it. The reaction that we've received so far from you is just stellar for Paul Weller. Also here, Ray Winston. Donald, tell us about Ray, please.
Ray stars alongside Sir Michael Caine, Jim Broadbent, Tom Courtney, Charlie Cox, Paul Whitehouse, and Sir Michael Gambon in King of Thieves, which is out in cinemas today.
The voice of Donald Gleeson. Charlotte, what is Donald up to?
Well, go and see Donald in The Little Stranger, which is out next Friday, the 21st of September.
Beautifully done. And that was the voice of Charlotte Riley. Ray Winston, what is Charlotte up to?
Well, you've got to watch Charlotte in episode 3 of Press next Thursday at 9 p.m. on BBC One. Catch up with the series so far on BBC iPlayer.
Will you do mine as well?
Yeah, I'll do it. I ain't finished yet. You can also see Charlotte in Trust, which continues next Wednesday at 9 p.m. on BBC Two.
Thank you, Ray.
Crack on.
Great to have you. Can you come every week, please?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
If we're here.
Right, Paul's 36th album, True Meanings, is out today. It's out now. Paul, thanks for having us here.
Thank you. Thanks for coming down.
Absolute joy. Absolute joy. I'll never forget this morning. And can you play us out with one of your pals' songs, please? What are you going to play for us?
Yeah, we're going to play a song by the Kinks called Days.
Okay, off you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me. I bless the light, I bless the light that shines on you, believe me. And though you're gone, you're with me every single day, believe me. Days I remember all my life, days when you can't see wrong from right. You took my life, but then I knew that very soon you'd leave me. But it's alright, no, I'm not frightened of this world, believe me. I wish today could be tomorrow. The night is dark, it just brings sorrow, let it wait. Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me. The days I remember all my life, days when you can't see wrong from right. You took my life, but then I knew that very soon you'd leave me. But it's alright, no, I'm not frightened of this world, believe me. Thank you for the days, those endless days, those sacred days you gave me. I'm thinking of the days I won't forget a single day, believe me. And I bless the light, I bless the light that shines on you, believe me. And though you're gone, you're with me every single day, believe me.
Amazing morning. Lovely, beautiful morning. Solid gold on your radio there. Thanks to Paul Weller and his gang. Thanks to Cool Cat Chloe here, Showbiz John, the Frothy Coffee Philippa, the boss, Mary Merrily, Jumping Jimmy Flash. Good luck at BBC Leicester, Jumping Jimmy Flash. He starts his own show midday on Monday for a year. Malcolm, Simon, Gareth and John, our awesome technical team here. This would not have happened without these guys. Round of applause to these guys. Magnificent Matt and Jubilant Juliet and Mad Dog. And Paul's amazing team. Manager Claire. super sound engineer Charles, Tina and Dritton and the T's and the C's and the band themselves and Paul Weller. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay. Ken Bruce.
Thank you
Back
very
at work
much.
in Assets. Over to you.
Beautiful music this morning. Beautiful.